event tonight, and here's what we want you to be aware of: the reach, because can Miguel Roman get inside the jab? Miguel Berchelt is wearing blue trunks, but he's wearing a black hat here tonight.
I'm telling you, Miguel Roman, he didn't even move away from his corner. Stayed right there. And Berchelt rushed over towards him.
Guys, let's talk about the reach advantage and Roman getting inside that jab.
Well, everything starts with the jab. It's the most important punch in boxing. Berchelt possesses a great one, and as you said, a 5-inch length advantage. You see him going to work with the jab. That sets up the body shots, which he lands at a rate of about 50%. Tim, you've been the shorter, less long fighter through most of your career. What do you do if you're Miguel Roman?
Well, you got to move your head. And Miguel Roman don't like to move his head. You got to move his head inside, get inside that jab or get outside of that jab and step in and attack the body of Berchelt. See how he's pulling straight back? That's a no-no when you're fighting against a taller opponent. You cannot step straight back. You got to angle yourself out.
But also, as you said, when Berchelt comes in,
Berchelt has a tendency of pulling back. He's not real good. Sometimes he's not real good with his hands, with his defense. He'll drop at him a little bit. You know, these are 8-ounce gloves, so anything can slip in there.
Berchelt strong with the jab, strong with the combinations early.
He's open for that counter left, Timmy. Berchelt is.
You see that right hand. You see how it's positioned forward and away from his chin. He's not holding the phone. He's available for the left hook.
Chin up, hand out.
Pretty clear below the belt, and Berchelt acknowledged it.
Okay, it's
John surely didn't. And the best shot of the round for Miguel Roman. The overhand right.
He was able to land that shot because Berchelt threw a jab from a little bit too close. And he snuck that shot right over the top. As Berchelt was throwing the combination, he caught him right in between with the overhand right to land that shot.
73rd fight for Roman, but he feels like a new man because he has changed the way he trains. He has changed specifically the way he eats.
He had it, last time out against Salido, not last time out, but his first fight with Rudy Hernandez, gave him a donut. Said, you need something to burn before you train. You just can't starve. Obviously, knocked out Salido. This time it was a slice of pecan pie.
Well, I said that was
so he's the only guy trading on pecan pie and donuts who's getting better.
The big story this
in the history of boxing.
When Roman did not have his weekly donut and instead went pecan pie. Now Roman, the bully, forcing Berchelt into the corner.
Berchelt's doing a real good job and trying to control range right now. He's trying to abandon his jab right now. But he's landing combinations.
Great shot from Roman. That buckled the knees for a moment of the champion. That's ridiculous. I don't care how you look at the weigh-in. I want nutrition in your body.
That's not the right way to do it. You cannot starve yourself.
And if you lack real defense, Miguel Roman is a bad guy to lack real defense against.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Doesn't move his head, keeps his head down the center. Roman's going to work.
And now Berchelt, 2 back-to-back shots.
Pieces out.
Maybe the rarest thing now in all of sports when something lives up to its billing, and this has so far.
But I think that these guys have more than a good night that they're expecting. These guys have been very explicit. They want to make history. They want to be considered with the great Mexican fighters, the great rivalries, Barrera, Morales, Marquez. My favorite is Israel Vasquez and Marquez.
Bernardo, you've seen all those fights. You've been watching these guys for a quarter century. Tell me about the Morales fight.
I mean, this is Barrera-Morales. Those guys did not like each other, and the action lived up to the hatred in what ended up being a brutal fight. Fight of the year in 2000, round of the year as well. Vasquez-Marquez, neither guy was ever the same after those 4 battles, and that's what these guys want to do to one another.
This could be a round of the year. Berchelt took a big shot early in the round, and now has come back strong.
These are the type of fights that Roman likes. He can endure a whole lot of pain, and he also can dish it, but right now he's in trouble. Getting backed up by the champion, Berchelt, as he pulled back with a straight right hand.
Well, you can talk about using that jab all you want, but then you're in the firefight, and the jab goes out the window. Mickey Roman trying to write an extraordinary story fighting at home tonight. Through two.
What I'm seeing with Berchelt is, he just leans in. He's leaning over that front foot. And that's what's making him susceptible to a lot of these shots.
Tim, he's giving away his natural advantage of the height of the reach.
Which is the height, and he's reaching in. He's making himself available for the uppercut.
Bernie, what was the reaction in Berchelt's corner?
Well, they were concerned initially by what happened, but they were very happy about how Berchelt closed out that second round. For this round, they wanted to continue to use his uppercut, and Alfredo Caballero said he's got to work the body.
It's great advice by Berchelt's corner, recognizing Mickey Roman leaning forward, trying to get close. You lift the guy up with the uppercut. It's a smart thing to do, and to work the body to slow down Mickey Roman, and to take his power away at the same time.
Did you see where he's throwing some of those body shots? Right on the hip.
Exactly. Right on the hip.
And this is what we're seeing right now. Is, to my mind, Mickey Roman's, after 70-something fights, greatest talent of all, his ability to remain undiscouraged and believe in himself. And you guys mentioned the diet before, and I think it misses the bigger point. It's not about eating pecan pie or eating donuts. Rudy Hernandez told him, hey, listen, you have to believe me. He didn't want to believe me. So I can't eat that. I haven't been eating that all my career. But believe me, and once you believe in your training, you have a better fighter. The system almost doesn't matter, but if you have real belief, you'll fight that.
Roman pushed backwards, sometimes the hardest thing to do. And a big left. Now Berchelt sets in trouble, pouring it on. Roman is staggered here. His heart telling him to go forward, but his brain should be telling him to go backwards.
He's badly hurt right now.
Here's Berchelt. We were told that we would see a different Mickey Roman tonight. But at the end of the day, you are what you are. And it's gallant, and it's brutal, and it's an awesome thing to watch. But it's tough.
You can change your diet. You can't change your heart. Huge crowd here at the Don Haskins Center. Sensing Mickey Roman is in trouble, and he needs their help, but he is in there alone, and Berchelt, the champion, pouring it on here at the end of round three.
He's able to hurt Berchelt when he lands that overhand right. What's your instruction for him to be able to land that more continually?
I'm more worried about him getting hit. If he can get in, he can hurt him.
Thank you very much, Rudy Hernandez in the blue corner of Mickey Roman.
It's not just the words. You can see the concern in Rudy Hernandez's eyes when you look at him now.
There are too many flaws. He leans too far forward. There's an awkwardness. Tim, don't you think that's a mistake? We're in the fourth round. If you're playing for one shot at this point, isn't that a mistake?
Well, he's applying that pressure, that mental pressure on Berchelt. I'm trying to wear down Berchelt. If he can stay here and make it to the later rounds, I think he can give Berchelt problems later on, because he's definitely going to test his conditioning and his mental fortitude tonight.
Well, I think he really wants to test. He wants to make this a contest of who has, he told us to us, who has the stronger chin.
You saw Berchelt he's got the gloves up a little bit now. But still leaning forward to land those shots.
Do you see that lunging quality? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I've seen Mickey Roman like this before. We saw him in the Salido fight like this, and we saw him come back and knock out Salido in the later rounds. So as long as he's in there, he still has a chance.
The story of the fight tonight and the story of the entire career of Mickey Roman. He's taken some beatings, but he's still...
Caballero is the trainer of Miguel Berchelt. What's working and what does he need to fix here? ¿Qué está funcionando para Berchelt y qué tiene que arreglar?
Pues está funcionando los golpes rectos, pero ahorita le estamos pidiendo que tire un poquito de upper y de gancho, cuidándose del volado derecha de Mickey Roman.
He says what's working is those straight shots for Berchelt, but he's got to start throwing left hooks and work the counter and the uppercut. But he's got to really watch out for that looping right hand.
Miguel Roman has been through in his life, in his career, in the ring, out of the ring. You realize why he just keeps coming forward.
We spoke before about his brother being shot and killed 17. Mickey was 20. He was already a pro. He had a wife. He had a kid. He had a mother to think of. And that was, for a guy who fights so recklessly and so violently, that was a moment of great emotional maturity and discipline not to go at the guy who killed his brother. And at some intuitive level, he understood that victory in a place like this, in a night like this,
he's putting that pressure on you mentally and physically. He's going to make you work for it.
Sighted was right on. There's an enormous price to be paid for this type of combat.
Both of these guys so locked in on that history, on that heritage, and they want their place. It has to be an environment so frustrating for trainers, because everything you've worked on in the gym, so much of it can go out the window in an environment like this.
See, Berchelt, as good as he is, gets a little wild, gets a little over-anxious.
Leaning in.
Oh, he has right now. He has Roman in no man's land about 30 seconds ago, and he was following up with combinations, doing exactly what he was doing, what he's supposed to do. Catch a fighter when he's coming in, and catch him when he's going out with dropping his hands, not being disciplined with his defense.
This is not the size advantage or the reach advantage. This is what Berchelt has been like. Lunging.
There he is again, trying to take advantage of that angle that presented in front of him.
I think Roman is hurt again.
He is, and he just took 2 good shots to the body. Roman got clipped earlier in this round, and it slowed him down.
Berchelt is younger.
There's another good bigger shot.
He knows exactly where he's going to. He's trying to land that liver punch right now, landing combinations.
Best shot for Berchelt, that left. They're going to call that a slip. But it was aided in large part with that left hook from Berchelt that his corner has been imploring him to use.
It's just a matter of time. It's going to be to the body.
Look how open Roman's mouth is. That body shot took so much out of him.
And down he goes. But Miguel Roman says, no, not yet, not tonight. I'm not done.
This is a fight.
It's ever over with this guy, Miguel Roman.
I'm not sure it is either. I mean, the 21 shot, again, that left hook digging to the body by Berchelt.
It's the body work that's affecting Roman right now.
Berchelt wanted an epic performance, a championship performance. He wants to be on that list.
Berchelt right there trying to catch Roman, pulling back and trying to get out, trying to create some distance between himself and Berchelt.
And now we're seeing uncharacteristic fashion Miguel Roman going backward.
Roman is still hurt from the previous round, from that right hook.
His legs are wide. He's in retreat.
This is all heart right now for the challenger. Taking big body shots.
It's just a matter of time. If I was in Roman's corner, I would stop this fight right now. But Roman's a warrior, and he's coming back with shots like that.
Berchelt has banked rounds, he's banked knockdowns, but he is still coming forward. There is little question. His other tattoo was a lion tattoo that showed he's fearless. That one he should never, ever lose. Look at the shots that Roman is taking.
If Lomachenko thinks it's a good enough fight and an interesting enough fight, he'll go back down to 130. and get a belt or two.
If Berchelt wins, there could be a unification fight first for Berchelt, because there's other champions out there. Bernardo, you were in Mickey Roman's corner.
Yes, Rudy Hernandez was very clear. He told Mickey Roman, this is your last round. Remember what you said, kill or be killed. This is the cruel sport of boxing between two proud Mexican warriors.
And Mickey Roman going for it now because the clock is ticking.
He definitely is scary, especially with his combinations, and he's very powerful and long.
Roman in big trouble. Berchelt pouring it on. He too wants this to be the final round of the fight on his terms. Unanswered shots from Berchelt. And Mickey Roman says, more, I'm still standing here.
Mickey Roman, excuse me.
The crowd again. They sense its last gasp time for Mickey Roman.
This is just target practice right now for Berchelt.
An extraordinary display of heart and stamina and everything Mickey Roman said he was and hoped to be. But the reality is he's been in there with a better, younger, stronger fighter, and this is turning into a one-sided fight. There were furious, competitive rounds early in this fight, but it has turned dramatically against Mickey Roman, and amazing that he's still coming forward.
Roman has the biggest heart I've ever seen.
Bigger than you?
Still pressing forward. Look at him, still trying to win. Wow.
He's not getting any style points, but if you saw in the last round when he pointed to his chin, he said, come on, he gets some raging bull points.
No, absolutely not. He's not no style. He just needs to land punches. And he has a champion right now on the ropes trying to tie up.
How could you miss my raging bull reference? You think that doesn't hurt me?
Mark, you wanted cinema. Instead, we've got a live 30 for 30 playing out in front of us. Big shot. Roman still coming back. He's taken 3 to get 1 off. To the body, now to the head. Brutal combinations. Mickey Roman on wobbly legs. Berchelt trying to finish him off here in round 9, and down he goes. For the 3rd time. He's not staying down. He won't stay down.
Look right here. Roman right there out there in no man's land, pulling straight back. And Berchelt, combination to the head and body and just following him.
I hate to say this, but the referee, John Shorey, really needs to keep a close eye right now.
I think he is. But like almost everyone else, just caught up in the moment, and the fact that every once in a while, Roman throws a shot like that.
That's exactly the rules. As long as you throw him, they're not going to stop it.
Mickey Roman still waving him on,
You know,
your pride can recover, your brain tissue cannot.
That's right. I agree with you. 73 fights, Mark. It's a lot of wear and tear on Mickey Roman. And he has no chance right now of winning this fight. He's taking punishment.
Berchelt, good, stop it. Done.
About time.
Accurate distance from Berchelt, and here's the finish. All he's doing is letting his hands go.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still the WBC super featherweight champion of the world, el orgulloso guerrero de Cancún, Miguel el Alacrán Berchelt.